Is Andy Gobienko, and this is my mom, and this is my dad. And my dad went to Tijuana because he was having a bunch of knee problems, and I think it was actually you who told my family about the doctor down in Tijuana, and he went down there and he got his knee fixed, and we thought I was having, it was really a coincidence because the day before we were going to go, I was eating a burger and my whole tooth chipped off. And I swallowed my tooth, which was really gross. And so it was really crazy because it was last minute, and they said, well, just come with us to Tijuana. And I got an appointment the next day, and then I went in, and I found out I had 8 cavities, and they had to do 8 fillings. And then the tooth that broke, I found out I had to have a root canal with a post put in and a crown put on top. And they did it all in one day. They did all the work in one day, and they sent out the mold for my crown, and the next morning they went and they put it on, and I was done, and I went home.
So if I could just interject, Medical Tourism Corporation set this all up the day prior to our departure.
Right.
So
this was a last-minute thing.
It was a last-minute ordeal, and they took care of it.
He had an appointment, for
his knee
for a while. This was last minute, and they just took me right in, no wait, nothing. Well, I was actually really kind of concerned because my mom said we were going to Tijuana, which I'm not saying Tijuana is that dirty, but I'm just saying that why would I want to go out of the country?
We had concerns, definitely. But,
because we don't have medical insurance, it was our only option, really. And it was probably the cleanest hospital I've ever seen in my life. It was so high-tech and everything was so modernized, and I felt so I just felt like really welcomed, and I felt like they really cared about everything I needed, and they spoke perfect English, and I didn't feel like I was even out of the country.
It's so ironic about this. A lot of the staff that I talked to, most of them were getting their education in the United States anyway.
Yeah.
And so it was, and that's how they learned to be able to speak English so well.
And the proportion of U.S. patients to, I think, native Latino patients, I think it was a higher proportion. Yeah. I met a lot of people from the U.S.
And I met a lot of people from other countries, too. I met people from
amazing.
Canada, I met people from Europe,
Germany.
I met people...
Germany, I met a gal.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that here in America, if I wanted to have the 8 fillings, and if I wanted to have the crown and the root canal, I would have at least 4 different appointments.
Exactly.
But they did it for me. I was in the chair for like 5-6 hours.
But it was one appointment.
One appointment, and they did it all in one day. Wow. Sure, it really hurt, but for someone who has a busy schedule or someone who is busy and doesn't have the time to be going back and forth all the time. My dad paid for it, but I think it
was about a fraction of a cost that would have cost for dental work here. And
I think it was $1,500.
Yeah, and that was for both of you, I think.
Yeah, that's for both of us.
And I chose, because the facility was so clean, I was so comfortable, I chose to have a cleaning and a full x-ray because I don't have medical here in the United States. And it was just, for the total bill for both of us was like $1,500, and that includes root canal, crown, and several fillings. And if you know anything about dental procedures, that's a heck of a savings.
And I think
that's like almost unbelievable.
And I think even in America, if you had insurance, you'd still probably have to pay maybe
for a deductible or something.
Of what we pay. And also, the weird thing is, the first day it hurt really bad. Like my mouth was so sore. But the next day, it kind of hurt, but nothing like I thought the pain would be.
After having 8.
Well, being in the chair for so long.
So painful, but I don't know what they did, but they must have done a really good job.
It's like any other city. There's places that you don't want to go to, but there's other places that are quite safe and very, very, nice to go to.
Medical Tourism Corporation facilitates affordable medical treatment at world-class international hospitals. Fill out the estimate request form on our site for a free quote and more information.